This is Africa, this is Niger, and it's been stripped naked for uranium. And guess what? They don't like France or Europe. You know why? Because of colonialism. This is neocolonialism, where they're stripping not people for property, but for uranium. I just learned from this guy, African Streams, that Europe is still using Africa as its workhorse, as its human property. And 80% of Niger doesn't have electricity, and yet they are stripping their own country for uranium so that France can have power. 1/3 of all of France gets its power from nuclear power, uranium. And now with so many of the African nations rebelling against France in 2023, not the 1700s, not the 1800s, not the 1900s, now it's still happening. Africa finally wants its continent back. And France wants its energy, but they don't want to pay Africa. No, they want to keep stealing $500 billion a year from Africa. Why? Because France colonized it. And so did England. And so did the Netherlands. Oh, thank you guys so much for turning humans into property. But hey, I stand with these Africans to get their continent back. And yes, they're siding with Russia, with India, with China, and they're not turning their backs on America. They just want a fair trade deal. What do you guys think about this? Do you think Africa should have its own continent back? Or do you think France and Europe should still conquer Africa? Think. What do you think is more morally correct? What do you think is better for Africa?